Hello, and welcome to the strange world of me. Today, there's a lot of debate, or at least there's the attempt at debate in the newspapers about the morality of vaccination. So, on the one hand, you've got the Archbishop of Canterbury, Justin Welby, saying that if you are not vaccinated, then you are immoral. And on the other hand, actually not on the other hand, in the same hand, two birds in one hand, is Tony Blair claiming that if you've not been vaccinated, then you are an idiot. So you could be immoral and an idiot at the same time. I think this is fascinating. Welby says that the idea of loving your neighbour means that you should be vaccinated. But when you look at vaccination, it's not as clear-cut, it's not a binary choice, because vaccination doesn't necessarily eliminate the disease, and it's not completely efficacious. It's not a binary choice. Therefore, the moral decision is perhaps not as clear-cut as the Archbishop of Canterbury would have it be. For myself, I think I made my own moral decision, and I think that it is right to have been vaccinated and to be boosted. But that's for me. Now, I have to ask, what about my attitude to other people? Or should I be encouraging other people to be vaccinated just as I have been? Would it be of use? Yes, it would be tremendously useful if everybody were vaccinated. Then presumably we would have the ammunition to fight off this disease if the vaccine fully eliminated the disease, or if the vaccine were fully efficacious. But we know it's not. So the argument for saying that not taking the vaccine, that this is immoral, this is, I think, broadly a fallacious argument. And then we have the question of free speech. Yes, free speech is terribly important. We only have to look at John Stuart Mill. But actions are never as free as opinions. That's a basic principle. And the idea of vaccination is about an action, not an opinion. Liberty is always going to be a compromise. And not getting vaccinated potentially poses a significant threat to other people. My own instinct is that linking vaccination to law is a dangerous game, and that's really where our government and many other governments have gone. I don't see that that fighting COVID is the same as fighting theft. Theft is not going to affect everybody. I think fighting COVID is more akin to fighting climate change. It's either all or nothing. And I think maybe there is a case to be made for saying Justin Welby is moving in the right direction. If the vaccine that we've got is the only case that we can make, is the only defence we've got, and we've made a decision as a community to follow that defence, then maybe we should all be in it. And then in that case, maybe it is immoral not to be in it. But that's not the case which is being made. And while we have people like Tony Blair running around the place saying that if you don't take it, you are an idiot, that moral compass is being waved around erratically, because Tony Blair is coming at the moral issue rather like David Cameron and his chums came at the Brexit issue. Because they're saying it's in your own interests to have the vaccine. It's in your own interests to vote for Brexit. And this was never the issue. if it's in your own interest, well, no. Brexit clearly was not in our own interests, and you only have to talk to a fisherman to find that that's the case. Brexit was all about the wider community. COVID is all about the wider community. And if we can't see that far, and if our government hasn't actually structured that argument, then we've still got a lot of mileage to go before we can convince the unvaccinated that they are in the wrong. As I say, I made my own decision. I think I made the right decision for me. And that decision was not about whether I was going to benefit from a vaccination. That decision was about my not putting other people near me at risk. I was thinking about the moral argument for the smaller community in which I live. Anyway, do follow the channel, and please ring the bell, not in a sort of leprous way. We wouldn't want that. Do ring the bell.